Well, we're back here at the bus again today. We have to draw up our final floor plan, don't we?
So we go.
So today is Sunday, and on Tuesday we have an appointment with the kitchen lady from eKitchen again, just to go over our floor plan and just to make sure that the cabinets that we want are exactly what we want. So now that Michael's got the floor in, we are doing our definite final floor plan. So yeah, fingers crossed. Michael's gonna tape it out.
Put a bit of tape down, yeah.
Yeah, talk about it. Probably change it again to what we originally had, but that's all right. So yeah, let's get to it so we can order this kitchen next week. All right, my brain is sore after that. Michael is a very frustrating person to draw plans with, but anyway, we have chalked out our plan on the floor. It's completely changed. So that's essentially what it is on paper. We've sort of put it all on one side of the room now. So I'm technically on the bed right now. This is our room. We've still got our wardrobe. Our room's the only one that didn't change. And then this here, down this side of the bus, is the hallway. This will be where the bunks are now, and the bunk will be running that way. And then next door is the bathroom, and then the kitchen. So we're gonna have the L-shaped kitchen, so that'll be quite nice. We're not gonna have the bar anymore. We're going to have probably just a couch with a table on it. That we're not 100% sure on how we're gonna do yet, but we'll figure that out later down the track. So are you happy with our plan today?
Yes, I think it's better. Better design.
Yeah, I think it's better too. And we'll get it all drawn up and ordered the kitchen on Tuesday. So that's exciting.
Rightio, so time to straighten the walls out. So what we're going to do is I'm going to install, I started along here, 70/45 timber that goes straight on there, and that means that the wall is plumb from that point all the way to the roof, which is good, which means then I can just screw cabinetry and everything I have along there straight to it. So yeah, I'm going to do a bottom rail and a middle rail, and then from the middle to the top will just be a wedge. Probably start at about 50 mil and then go to nothing. So yeah, I'm going to glue and screw that now, and let's get it done. So bottom plate's in, I'll just give you a slope all the way along there. Now you whack that in there. Alright, pretty good. All the way up. You can see the wedge that I'm going to have to cut through there. Up to nothing. Bang on. I'll give you a quick run through of what I got up to yesterday. I didn't really film a hell of a lot, but I'll give you a run through now and let you know what we got up to. So, I pretty much framed all along there. So what that does is brings the wall out plumb, because bus walls, as we know, come up and then they go on a big angle like that. So it just brings it all out plumb, which allows me to then fix all the cabinets straight into the timber there. Don't have to worry about trying to go through the metal, which is real hard to get through because slide metal tip eagles and they were struggling to get through. So yeah, it'll allow me to just fix cabinetry straight in. So I'll show you here. So along here is where the kitchen will go. So I'm going to put a batten along there. I'm going to have that bottom batten, middle batten, and then that's going to be the top of the cabinets. So yeah, real nice and easy to fix into. I've left that one where the kitchen is down about 40 mil because that'll allow the bench top to slide straight underneath and sit under the window, because the window is going to sit right there, and then the splashback will obviously be where the oven area is and blah blah blah. I'll show you that later. But then I'll show you down here. So all the way along here that's our bathroom there. That the pine timber there, the untreated one, is the wall, one side of the wall of the bathroom. That one there will be the other side of the wall of the bathroom. I'll continue those straight up there in a second, and then that'll allow me to just put the wall straight in and screw straight in there. Bunk beds will be in here somewhere, and then our bed will start, as you can see, just on, you can see the line there, and that'll be our bed, and I'll deal with that later. But yeah, I've cut these wedges, which I will show you. So it's pretty much 45mm down the bottom, up to 5-10mm at the top, and they go right on there. I'll show you this side out of the sun. I'll glue and screw them on there. Just sits up there nicely. Plumb, happy, easy done. I can sheet. So easy done. I can sheet straight onto that timber now, which will make things so much easier. All the timber walls could just be screwed straight into that, no worries at all. And everything will be plumb on that side. So yeah, fingers crossed that works out well, and I can start building things now. And on the other side, I'll give you a quick show. So we've just got this rail on here, which is about 45mm. So I'm just going to put one of those on there like that. So that'll just sit on there. I'm going to put another one of them on there, and that just allows me to run cables and just to pack it out a little bit. So yeah, if I need to run cables or anything like that, I can run easily straight through there. And also over here, it allows me to run the cables real easy. So I'm going to say the bathroom's in here. So I'm going to bring cables up somewhere in this corner down here. I'll cut a hole in there because it'll be hidden behind this corner cupboard. And then, yeah, everything can come up. I'll cut this where I need to, get the cables through, and the cables can just be fed through the holes there. Easy as. All right, let me show you how I make these wedges. First off, cut the timber to your length. And I've got this jig that I've set up here, which is just screwed in just to hold where the table saw or the plunge saw will sit. So now I've got to mark 45mm. $10mm. Now I've sort of got a line on here already that I've drawn. That'll give me a pretty close idea. So put that on there. Double check. Spot on. Screw him into the workbench. Your screws obviously aren't going to be where the saw's going to cut, because that won't be happy. Place that on there. Still good, still good. Clamp. Clamp. Get the old plunge saw. Track. Set the depth. Perfect. Have it. Nice wedge. Look at that. Beautiful. Alright, so I'll give you a quick run through of what I've got up to today. So I haven't done a hell of a lot, but I've organised a hell of a lot of things, which is always a bonus. So I've worked out all the windows. So I've gone through and sort of sent them off for quotes and actually mark them where they are, and I actually built a little window just so Tasha can visualize it a bit better. Jeez, it's warm. And then yeah, so I'll show you those. So if we come along at the front here, it's going to be a sliding window just in there. The blue tape obviously marks where the window will be. That will be the passenger seat in there. Come along here, there'll be a dining window. Another window down there through the hallway. That one's just going to be a little highlight window in here, just the same sort of height as that. Another window there, and then our bedroom window, and that's the frame that I made up just to visualize what the window is going to look like. And if we go to the other side in our bed, there's going to be another one there. And then there's going to be the bunks here, so I'm not too sure. I haven't worked out those exactly where they're going to go, whether we're going to do 3 bunks or even 2 bunks. We'll work that out soon. That's the bathroom, so there'll be no windows there. That'll be all aluminium composite panel filled in. We're going to have a little window there in the bathroom, which will be nice. And then the kitchen we haven't finalised yet either, because it's going to depend on how our kitchen layout finishes, and it'll either be there, you know, it depends where the oven is in there essentially, so the rest will be splashed back. And then a window down here next to Tasha's seat, so that panel there will be all filled in with composite. And then there's going to be a little window there. So yeah, I sent them off for quote everything that I can now, and we'll see what comes back of that. And then the way I've worked it out is everything's going to be pretty even in the panels over here. So if you can see that one there, it's the same gap, like there, like yeah, there to there is just like the same gap one all the way along, so it'll look quite uniformed and easy to build. So yeah, it's about 300mm either side of the metal posts that are in now, so I can easily frame that in once I get the windows out now. And then also, while I remember, I have up here in that'll be a little vent. So that'll just be a pop vent for the bathroom, because this here is the bathroom, mind all the crap on the floor. So yeah, we've got there, that one's a bit of timbers all the way along there, so that'll let me batten it out, and then once I know these exact window heights, I'll put another batten through there and then just batten it out, and then all underneath will be composite panel inside. So yeah, next job I think we'll start with the water tanks will be ready soon. I'm expecting the next couple of days, and then I can start on the underneath in the bin storage area. I can get the electric sorted and start running the cabling and all the plumbing through. So that's quite exciting. And then also the welder I'm having a meeting with the welder soon, and we'll get this floor raised and the seats put in. So hopefully in the next couple of days that'll go ahead. And then yeah, we can get really moving, which is yeah good. I'm sort of got to a point now where I need these windows, the glass out, so I can start composite paneling and then straightening everything inside. So yeah, exciting times. Before I forget, I got those wedges in too. I'll give you a look at them. So if you go all the way along, got a wedge in there that straightens that wall up all the way along. Wedge in there, all the way along, another one there, up to there. So yeah, those walls are now plumb if you look through there. Happy days. Time to level the floor at the front. So what I'm going to use, I've got some LVL timber that I'm going to put at the front and just pretty much support it north-south, and then I've got just going to use 90/45 to secure into the actual chassis, and then build it up, and it's about 170mm at the lowest point up to about nothing. So yeah, I'm just going to work that out and see how I can do that. Not sure if it's the best way, the worst way. I can't weld, so it's going to be a lot cheaper for me to do it out of timber, because that's sort of what I know. Not that I can do it out of brick, because if I could do it out of brick, let me tell you, that's what I know, but I'm not going to work in a bus. So as I've learnt so far, you don't no point using a level on a bus, because nothing is actually level. Just use it as a straight line. So what I've done is I've marked from, you can see in here, top of the windows, because I know that's level all the way through the bus. So I'll just come down 1720. So then that gives me to the bottom of the timber and my 1mm galv. And then I've just marked a line, which I'll show you down here. So if you see, so if you see that black line along there, that is the level point. So all I'm going to do is do that on the other side as well, which I haven't done yet. I've just marked you can see the circle over there. just marked the other side ready to draw the line on. And then yeah, that will give me a straight line. It'll be exactly the same as the floor flows all the way through. So that's 1700 is pretty accurate from the back to the front. So if I keep it at that, can't go too wrong. You're not playing billiards on it, so it'll be all good. And then yeah, I've got these timbers I'll show you that I've found on a site that the chippies had finished with and said I'd more than welcome to take it. So I've taken them, which will help me save me a bit of dollars. So yeah, I've just got these LVLs. I'm just going to cut them to size and sort of frame it up in through here, frame it all through. The seat will be mounted into that hole and up on there. So I'm just going to leave that all open and the welder can come in and do what he needs to do. And then yeah, let's see how I get on, eh? So been quite busy the last couple of days. I've managed to get the floor level. It's very agricultural. It's definitely the Aussie Bogan look, not the supermodel, but hey, it's going to do the job, I reckon. I'll give you a look. So we're going to come up in here. That's going to be our step up, a little step up straight in here onto the flat floor in there. Passenger seat will go across there. Tasha's seat will go in there somewhere. And then this is all just flat. Just cut a couple of wedges along there. A couple of little bits of bracing and whatnot just to support the wedges. And then, yeah, she's certainly not pretty, but she's level. And that's all that I'm worried about. So yeah, got all sorts of stuff going on in there, but the best part about it is pretty much all that timber was free. So got it all from the chippies on site that were finished with it, just all offcuts, made it work and made do. A couple of big LVLs and yeah, pretty happy with it. Hopefully it does the job. So after about 3 no-shows, I finally managed to get a welder in here to weld up Tasha's seat mount. I've done while they were there, I got them to do a whole pile of other things. I made up another seat mount for the passenger seat, and then put a couple of brackets, L brackets in the ceiling, which will help me manage to mount the solar panels down, the rails for them. So I'll give you a show and see what we've done. So floor's flat, as you can see. This is a seat mount for the seat that'll go in there. I'm just going to drill some bolt holes through there, and then it mounts into the existing bolt holes down in there, which were the existing seats. And then I'll just get a little bracket made up to go that side. But then there's Tasha's seat. So I've gone with, I don't know if it's correct or whatnot, but that's 260 by 260 by 5 mil, sorry. That will mount to the bottom of her seat, which has a 250 by 250 plate. Of 4 bolt holes through there, that'll hold that down. Gone with a 100 by 100 by 6 mil like column that goes through there, and then underneath that I have welded a 125 by 50 sort of column, which is fixed to the top hat down here, and then the other side of the chassis in there. So I'll show you that underneath, and then I've just gone and refitted all the tin in there where I had to cut it out, so it's all lapped over nicely and should hopefully be watertight. So yeah, the place is a bit of a tip at the moment, but I'll show you these brackets too. So all the way along here, I've gone and mounted these all the way along the rail there. I don't know if you can see them. That will allow me to drill straight through there, and I've got a dead straight line with my holes all the way along there, which I can mount the rails for the solar panels on. So yeah, it's starting to come together. Quite happy with how it's gone. And then yeah, we can start putting solar panels on soon, and I'm going to finish the floor today hopefully, and then that's finally done, which is a bloody relief because I'm sick of having it how it's been, just waiting on welders and getting stuffed around a bit. But hey, that's what happens when you can't weld, I guess. So we're moving, so all good. I'll show you the seats too while I've got it. So that is that'll be the passenger seat. The cushion's over there, I've taken it off, and then I've mounted another bit of metal in there because these fixings just don't line up with where our holes will be, so they'll be able to be screwed straight into there. Then yeah, two seat belts. That one goes on this side in here, and then there's Tasha's big seat. So she's pretty stoked with it. It's gonna be pretty comfy for her. And then yeah, that goes behind me essentially. She'll be a bit higher, so she'll be sitting almost like about there, so she's gonna see well above me, which will be quite good. over floor. Have a look at that. Just cut out around all there. It's not pretty, but it does the job. All glued, all screwed, flat. Look at that. This section just in here is going to be a the step up, so that's going to have to be removable to allow access into the fuel tank. So yeah, all good. Here we are, new week out at the bus. I've managed to get a few days off the tools, so I'm going to try and knock over a few tasks that I've got building up in my head that I need to get sorted as soon as we can on the bus. So first things first, I'm going to bolt down Tasha's seat. I'll give you a show. So as we know, we've got the bracket in there now. I'm just gonna, that's the swivels, that all swivels around and whatnot. I've worked out what way it's gonna go. I've put the first one in here, so that's all bolted in. I've just got 4 more to go. There we go. Swivel around so she can swing around and do whatever she needs. Happy days. Beautiful. So we're getting somewhere this morning. So I've got Tasha's seat is all drilled in, ready to go. I've got the passenger seat all drilled in. One side's already in. I've just made a little bracket up, which I'll show you in a second, which I need to go down to the fab shop and get it made up. But yeah, I'll give you a look. That's the bracket that we had fabricated and welded. That's all bolted down in through there. You can still get access from underneath there because that's going to be our access hatch. Straight through the frame there. They're all bolted in there. Just got to put one more at the back. And then over this side, so I've just got the timber there just holding it for now, but I've made this little thing up. So that's going to be the sheet metal that I'm going to get made up into steel. And that's the original bracket from the original chair. And then that's already drilled into there for the seat, which is part of the seat, which you can see sort of in there. And then yeah, just going to join those together. Boom. Happy days. So here we are, we've got a couple of little special guests today. Look at that, there's all the water tanks. I don't know if they're going to fit, they look massive, but we'll soon find out. So, they're in. Not going to lie, there was a fair bit of poo that came out when I looked at them and I was like, they're not going to fit in there, no way. I'll stuff something up here. Put them in, fit beautifully. Should have trusted myself. So I'll show you them. So, we've got this one here. So we've got that one in there, grey water, about 400 litres of grey. Snug in there, we've got the black water, 200 litres of that. Both adapters out there, so I call one out of there and one there. That'll let me get the stuff out, obviously. I'll work out how that's going to happen later. And then we've got a big dog there, that's our big water tank. So there's 600 litres of fresh water in there. That's going to be our, probably going to be used for showers and all that sort of stuff. And then I'll show you around the other side. Around the other side here, we have the other freshwater tank. So this is going to be our clean drinking only water. That's going to be purely for filtered clean water that goes in there, and that'll be drinking. So I'm not sure how I'm going to go that, but I'll work it out anyway. As you can see, that is right behind the black one, which is at the front over there. So look at that gap there. That's it, that's all we got. So fitted, I took up every little bit of space I could get. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with how they've gone in. I've used up every bit of space. I might have could have made the black water a little bit bigger, which I'll show you. So I could have got a little bit more space in there. There's probably 100 mil there, but hey, I'm happy with how much we've got. And then yeah, you can see here, that fits in there beautifully, right in as hard as I can in there. Same on the other side. So that is as tight as I can get. So I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, not a lot of space left in there. They all fit in quite well. Now I've got to work out how I'm going to bolt them in and hold them in there, but I'll work out, I don't know, I'll work something out and then we'll go from there.